What's up, everybody? Welcome. And yeah, we got the third premium drop of the early 2K26 verse, and it is the Limitless set. It's also the first time we're getting King of the Court this weekend. Have a hard time kind of believing there won't be some kind of shenanigans or tomfoolery. It's different rules, different format. I'm not going to really kind of cover that here. There's definitely content out there covering that, and honestly, I have a lot of questions on how that's going to go. We're going to see. But we're going to talk about this set. And as I kind of discussed in the preview yesterday, it's very underwhelming. And I ran the model on the Synthbangers website, and let me tell you, man, these cards suck. I'm just going to say it straight up. I never say that. There's usually some kind of, there's usually some kind of good thing in these cards and these drops, but I hate to say it, it's just not present here. So yeah, we're gonna take a look and jump into these rankings. As you can see, Anthony Edwards leads the charge with a 49.72 meta rating. Miles Turner 48.90. Cameron Brink 46.97. Quick little note about the model. We did apply some updates with factoring in some of the WNBA attributes, and they are now kind of correctly penalized across the set of all cards. They were just ranked a little bit too high in the model. Year to year, things change in the game, and accordingly, I have to make tuning and I have to update some things. And so the introduction of the WNBA cards certainly necessitated reevaluating how the model performs. So we're going to kind of keep an eye on things, but overall, things are looking pretty good on that front. But yeah, Cameron Brink, 46.97. CJ McCollum is a 46.27 with a diamond. Michael Redd, 45.07. Stephen Curry, pink diamond, 42.15. Generally does not perform well in the model, but he kind of has a very unique release, which I've kind of talked about a little bit in the preview video yesterday. His card can be, for some people like myself, who are very used to his build, but honestly, I'm not sure how he's going to perform this year, given that these cards are still a couple hours away from being released. I don't really have the opportunity to see if that's the case. I'm very curious. Darius Garland, Channing Frye, Enrique Ogunbowale, and Dalton Connect and Bridget Carlton. Really kind of struggled with Enrique's name there for the wings. But yeah, let's jump into it. I mean, the big point here that I'm going to make is this is a very, very underwhelming, underperforming set. Ant Edwards cards have never historically been very good. And let's just take a look at Ant right now. I mean, he is going to be a chase card for sure. And you see 6'4", 225 pounds. I mean, just for a shooting guard, a small forward, that's problematic. If he had point guard eligibility, he brings the ball up at times. I don't see why not they can make him a point guard, small forward, but just, 2K really doesn't do things like that early on in the year. But I would suggest making an Ant card that has some out of position attributes to it. But you can kind of see shooting badge wise or shooting attribute wise, 3-point shot 93, 94 in the mid range. Free throw 88, driving dunk 98. So he's going to get to the rack pretty easily. Perimeter defense 85. Would have liked to have seen that a little higher. Offensive rebound 67, defensive rebound 70, speed 93, speed with ball 90, agility 92, vertical 96. Badges, Hall of Fame wise, they gave him Aerial Wizard, Deadeye, which I love, Handles for Days, Layup Mixmaster, Lightning Launch, Limitless Range, a Bronze Mini Marksman, Physical Finisher, Pogo Stick Posterizer. Overall looking pretty solid on the badge front. But again, just the problem is going to be with the build. And you're going to still see that card out there. Definitely still going to perform in lineups. I mean, he's good enough to be in lineups, obviously, but we still have enough cards out there in the hidden gem landscape and the previous two drops that are actually better than this card. Just kind of hammer that point home. If we were just to filter on a shooting guard, a small forward, you go to all cards. And I mean, let's even just go on like the pink diamond front, right? I mean, look, this is where elite cards sit. Julius Erving, Scottie Pippen, Amen Thompson, Grant Hill, which I have as a diamond, Richard Jefferson, Bob Dandridge, Vince Carter. You get the idea. So Ant is like all the way down here, 34. I mean, out of 50 pink diamond shooting guard small forwards, I mean that's pretty mid. Kind of edges towards like a bottom tier on the pink diamond front. So you get the idea. Just I don't believe it's a great card. Cameron Brink. Again, this is not going to be in competitive lineups. I'd love that Cameron does get a card here. And she says 6'4" power forward center, which is extremely problematic in this game. Attributes wise, she's good in the post, which is great. 3-point shots 88, so she can definitely jack up some threes, probably in the corner. Can't dunk. 86 ball handle. I mean, she can probably dunk, but she's not going to be dunking regularly. 98 block, which is, I got to give 2K credit here. I mean, she is the block party master in the WNBA. So the fact that they juiced up her blocking shot right there is at least pretty good. Perimeter defense is 88, interior 93, offensive rebound 90, defensive rebound 95, speed 93. So she's fast for someone who can play the power forward center position. You do have that at your disposal. And honestly, that's the kind of stuff that they need to start doing if they're going to be churning out 6'4" power forward centers. Speed with ball is 84, strength 82. It's just, problem in the post. Badge-wise, Box Out Beast is at the Hall of Fame level, high-flying denier, interceptor, layup mixmaster, paint patroller, paint prodigy. I would probably jack up physical finisher for her and posterizer. Well, not posterizer because her dunking stats are actually pretty low. Pogo stick, post lockdown, post powerhouse probably, rebound chaser. I love seeing that they gave her Hall of Fame badges on that. Set shot specialist. They gave her some badges, which is good because it's just going to be problematic using these cards. Steph Curry, this one, 6'2", 190 pounds. Attributes, I mean, let's get into it. 98 3 ball. That's really going to be the juice right there. And honestly, that might be enough for me to open up a box of the Limitless. I've been saving my 450,000 VC. I have been really on the fence as to whether to open that up for a rival or Limitless. Still have about an hour and a half to decide, and this actually does move the needle on my decision right here. I think I am going to open the Limitless box. So free throw 97, driving dunk 40, ball handle 97, pass IQ 88, pass accuracy 94, steal 85. Perimeter defense is really bad. That's the thing with this card is like the defense is really bad. Perimeter defense is 77, interior 60, offensive rebounding's bad, speed's good 92. Cameron Brink's actually faster or just as fast as Steph, which is hilarious. Speed with ball 88, strength 53, stamina 95, so he'll last a while. Badge wise, you can expect the shooting badges are pretty juiced. Deadeye Hall of Fame, float game. He's got layup mixmaster, limitless range, and mini marksman are Hall of Famed up. Love seeing that. And then shot specialist, I would definitely upgrade that to Hall of Fame if you have it. Shifty shooter is also given the Hall of Fame treatment. I would try to juice up unpluckable probably and see if you can add strong handle. But it's just a great card offensively. The build is going to be a problem. People might hate the release, and then the defense is also a problem. I mean, honestly, this is a lot of that stuff kind of adds up on the negative side of things. And if we just go back to Limitless, right? I mean, he's not even ranked. I mean, Michael Redd has a higher rating, and CJ McCollum actually might be better than this card, to be totally fair. So if we look at point guards, you'll see that these are the elite cards, right? So point guard, Walt Frazier is going to be the best point guard in the game right now. And then Steph is just going to be all the way down here. So a lot of hidden gems are better than this card. But, for those of us who are hardwired and know this player very well, like me, I use him very well, and I don't have any problems using this card. Might not be for everybody, though. Let's get into the budget cards, the diamonds. Even though these are quote-unquote budgets, I do expect the diamonds to be floating north of 100,000. That is not named Arike Agunabawale. I'm just going to stop saying her name because I can't say it. I don't know how to pronounce it. My apologies. I got to get used to some of these WNBA players. CJ McCollum, Enrique, Michael Redd, Miles Turner. Miles Turner is probably going to be the chase card, to be totally fair. Go back to the model, go back to Limitless. Look at Miles Turner's score, and he's up there, 48.90. So he's right up there with He's a big power forward center. And I mentioned this point yesterday. If you go back to game on, I mean, he's really not that much better than Vlade Divac. You could argue that DeMarcus Cousins is better. I've been using Boogie. He is a solid big to be using in the paint. Definitely highly recommended there. But in terms of Miles Turner, should be a pretty solid option at the power forward center. I don't think he's elite or anything like that. Build wise, 6'11". I would definitely try to play him at the 4 since we do have bigger and taller bigs. Attributes wise, good in the post. 3 balls at an 88, which is phenomenal. That puts him in like true stretch 4 territory. Driving dunk is an 85, standing 90, mid range is 90. Pass IQ, pass accuracy, serviceable, block 94. Interior and offensive interior defense is a 90, offensive and defensive rebounding in 90s. Speed is an 80, which, it's a little slow. Speed with ball, 77, strength 90, stamina 95. So definitely a good stretch 4 for those guys that love off-balling and going into the corner. I can definitely see them using Miles Turner for that. That shit does drive me nuts. I should make a video on how to combat that, by the way, if you guys don't know how to do that out there for some of you newer players. But Brick Wall is given the Hall of Fame treatment. Paint Patroller, Paint Prodigy, love that he gets those badges at the Hall of Fame level post-lockdown. Set Shot Specialists, looking pretty good there. So, yeah, solid option. Michael Redd, pretty good shooting stats, 93 on the 3 ball. Perimeter defense is an 85. Speed, 86, 84. Badge-wise, Ankle Assassin, Deadeye. I'm just kind of blowing through it here. Limitless range. So they gave him Set Shot Specialist, Shifty Shooter, Slippery Off Ball. That's pretty good. I mean, this might be like a very good budget, cheap wing at 6'6". I do expect to see him out there at some point. We will not be seeing this card at all. And she'll probably be fetching for, who knows, like under 60,000 MT. A 5'8" shooting guard, point guard. I mean, that kind of says it all right there. Very, very, very poor rating on the Metascore. You can see it's a 3255. It's basically a Series 1 card. The amethysts that we got in the set are just not very good at all. Really, the ones that are even worth maybe using is Channing Frye. He gets a 40, but we've got cards that are better than this, man. I mean, 7-foot center might be good in salary cap or budget lineups, but driving dunk 60, 75. Rebounding is very subpar for a 7-foot big. Speed 67, speed with the ball 52. I mean, that just kind of says it all here. I mean, this is and Dalton Connect is really bad too. I just want to cover this real quick. Dalton Connect also should be a cheap card. 3-point shot is a 90 for an amethyst. You might use him as a shooting option in salary cap, but defensively just horrid. Speed is a 76. Speed was 72. Just rough. But Deadeye is given a Hall of Fame badge, so he's kind of like a little cheap JJ Redick, Kyle Korver type. But yeah, man, I mean, that's about it. This is such an underwhelming set. And like I said, I'm really on the fence. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to rip Limitless. I mean, we still have, some time left to rip the Arrival set. So it is what it is. I'll make a decision on what to do, and I'll post a video for the rip. But this set is actually so bad. I think it actually might rank as one of the worst sets in the last 2 years, if not the worst. I might not even want to even gun for these cards, but I'll do the challenge. Recommend doing the challenge, and we'll see how King of the Court goes. I'll check y'all later. And just to mention real quick, last time, you can register for free on the Synthbangers website where we have all the rankings and models published. Definitely useful for building your lineup, and we'll be adding new features soon. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy.